Hi. So this video is going to be 25 awkward questions guys ask girls. Actually 24 questions guys ask girls. So we're just going to get started with this video. First question, is your friend or sister single? Now, that's a really awkward question. If a dude asks you that, he's just a pervert, especially if she's younger than you. I mean, he's a pervert, and it's sort of an insult that he's not that interested in you. He was only using you to get to your sister or friend. I don't know what I would do if a guy asked me that. I wouldn't even answer him, and I would walk away. Like, ugh. Am I your type? Like, really? I think that's just more of a dumb question than an awkward question. I mean, if I'm talking to you and we're still having a conversation after the first 5 seconds you walk over and hit on me or something, or if I come and hit on you, like, and you're asking me, am I your type, and you even get far enough to ask me those questions, that's kind of stupid, because if you weren't my type, do you think I would really be talking to you? Are those real? Now, I mean, someone right now is probably thinking, are those real? Are what real? Think, are those real? Like, some dude's gonna ask you, are your boobs real? That is so... Honestly, my first thought that came, that ignorant dude. But then my second thought that came is, I mean, it's sort of a fair question. A dude wants to know, are those real? Like, I mean, it's sort of awkward, but it's sort of a fair question, but it's sort of a ignorant question, but sort of a dumb. I mean, it's like all of those mixed together. Are those real? I mean, I would have no question answering it. No, they're real, or yes, they're real. I mean, I don't think it's a problem. Yes, they're real. I mean, I don't see, like, I don't know. I guess some people it's awkward, not really to me. Just a question, like, it's kind of creepy, but it's a normal question. Like, if I was a guy, I think I would ask that question. Especially if you had, like, really big ones. I'm not gonna lie. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you? I'm sorry, but if it's embarrassing, why would I want to tell you? I mean, it's a fair question, but if it's embarrassing, why would I tell you something embarrassing about me? But I guess that's getting to know your partner more, so, I mean, I would answer that question. It's kind of awkward, but yeah, I would answer it. Why are you single? Now, that is more of that's a question I totally understand. Ask that question. You need to ask that question before you get in a relationship. That's a question I recommend you ask, because you'll be able to tell, like, what you're getting yourself into. Why are they single? Now, some people lie, okay? Like, oh, I just couldn't find anybody. There is, like, 3 billion people on this daggone planet, and you're telling me you can't find them out of the 3 billion? No, that's a lie. They are single for some reason. So I guess it's a fair question. It's awkward, yes, because then you're, like, putting yourself out there. You're being vulnerable. You're putting out your flaws. But I would have a question. I'm single because I'm not good at commitment. I'm single because I don't love hard enough. I'm single because I've cheated before. I'm single because I've been to prison before. Any answer. Like, you got to accept yourself with a dude. Like, if you're going to be in a relationship, you have to accept who you are in order for a dude to accept who, or a girl to accept who, like, you are. You got to accept yourself first before you can have anybody else love you. Have you done drugs? Now, that's not an embarrassing question. No or yes. Like, I mean, if it's awkward for you, then you've obviously done drugs. But, I mean, it shouldn't be an awkward question. Those are things I want to know. Shoot. How much does your job pay? TMI. TMI. Too much freaking information. How much does your job pay? Dude, if I just met you, I mean, do you really think I'm going to tell you how much my job pays if I just met you? I mean, when you get more serious and committed, yes. But do you really think I'm going to ask you? I'm going to tell you? I mean, and really, you can tell based on the job they do. Like, if you're a teacher, obviously, you're going to get paid something enough to live off of, but not enough to go take trips every other weekend. But if you're, like, a doctor, you might make a little more. What's your darkest secret? Tell me something you haven't told anyone. If I haven't told anyone, why do you think I'm gonna tell you? Like, I mean, my darkest secret. I mean, it's good to put all your stuff out there, but why would I tell you if I haven't told anybody? It's kind of creepy. And I just met you. Ever tried peeing standing up? Now that is just a question, a violating question. Okay, why would I try peeing standing? Why would you ask me that? Ew. Why do you need to know if I tried peeing standing up? That's a pervert. Okay, he's a pervert. I'd probably punch him in his face. No, I would walk off. Can I kiss you? That's a fair question. Do you mind if I kiss you? I mean, I don't want to do just like rushing into a kiss. I mean, dang, slow down, bro. Like, I mean, it's a fair question. Can I kiss you? It's awkward. Like, sometimes you might say no, and like that might change your relationship, but it's fair. Is it okay if I sleep over? No, it's not okay if you sleep over. Stop being a pervert. God, now that's an awkward question. But no, it's not really awkward because, I mean, it's awkward because you don't know what to say. But no, you can't sleep over. Especially not if I just met you. Ever been with a woman? Now that's an awkward question. Some dudes like it. Some dudes are like, oh yeah, that's freaky, I guess, whatever. And then some dudes are like, ugh, she's been with a woman. I don't know, I guess it's awkward. Are you PMSing? I think it is very disgusting if a dude knows about your cycles. I think that's nasty. I think you shouldn't know unless you're my husband. But if he tries to have sex with you and you say no and he asks you, are you PMSing? That's kind of awkward. Sorry. Does size really matter? And by size, he means his private part size. His penis. He means his penis size. That's a question. That's a normal word, okay? It's a word that, I mean, he means penis size. Now, do I think that's awkward? Yeah. Because some people are like, size does really matter. So you don't want to say, oh, size really matters. You have no shot with me. Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Sorry. Do you love me? That's very awkward, especially if you don't love the person. Because, like, I've had dudes say, I love you to me. And then all I've said back was, okay. Or thank you. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of awkward. Is sex better with your ex than me? That's off limits. I'm not going to talk to you about sex with my ex. Why would I tell you that? That's no. Why did you and your ex split? That's sort of like the question that I asked about why are you single. That's, again, putting yourself in a vulnerable position. It's kind of awkward because you're, like, telling him your flaws, basically, instead of him finding out for himself. I don't know. Have you put on some weight? Now, that's just a ignorant question. Don't ask me if I put on some weight. That's like an underhanded, like, jab in the stomach to say that you're fat. Like, please just find a nicer way. And then sometimes you know you really did put on weight, but you don't want to tell them that. What do you see in our future? I just met you, dude. I don't know. I'm not a future teller. I'm not a psychic. I don't know what I see in our future. Our future is whatever our future becomes. Like, we may break up. We may stay together. We may be married to the day we die. Who knows? Anything to do with STDs. That's not a weird question. Please ask your partner that because there are a lot of diseases going around nowadays. It's the 21st century. New things are being created. Blue waffle, I just found out about that. Like, there are new things out there, so you need to ask these questions because you're going to put yourself in a risky situation. Use all the protection you can get, birth control, condoms, whatever. Just please ask those questions. I say take him to get tested. Like, before I have sex with anyone, that's what I'm going to do. We're both going to get tested, actually, because then you know about yourself. But I mean, if I haven't had sex, just take him to get tested, okay? Even if he says he's a virgin, some people lie, okay? Take him to get tested. And you get tested. How come you didn't return my phone call? That's an awkward question because, I mean, you don't really want to say, well, I didn't feel like talking to you. So, I didn't feel like calling you back. I guess it's awkward, but, I mean, I didn't feel like calling you back. Like, wasn't in the mood. How many partners have you been with? Yes, that's awkward because it might be a big number and you don't want to tell the dude you're a big number because he might think you're a tramp. So. Ever done drugs? It's not awkward. I already asked that. Again, that's not awkward. That's a reasonable question. Last question. Do you want to go Dutch? Now, I don't know what the heck Dutch means, but I think that I've heard that before. I think before it meant like, do you want to go gay or something like that, or lesbian? Yeah, that is an awkward question. If I want to go lesbian, why am I with you? So I don't know. I guess it's awkward, but I gotta find out what Dutch means. I can't I think it's that, but I can't really remember. So I don't want to give you false information. So those are my 24 awkward questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's 10 minutes. I'm so excited. Like, subscribe, and or comment. Please, no negative comments. Enjoy this video. I will have more to come. Bye-bye.